Denver, Colorado is crawling with aliens. It's so many people moving to this state and city. It's ridiculous. But halt, who goes there? Before you hit confirm on that U-Haul reservation, you need to watch this video. These are cons you cannot avoid. If you can't deal with these cons, don't even think about coming. Stay tuned. My name is Lorraine King, and welcome to the channel. If you guys are looking to learn more about Denver and its surrounding areas, please subscribe. Don't forget to like the video and let me know what titles, what subject you guys are loving and is giving you guys the most information. And if you guys have any questions on relocating to this area, or if you guys are already in this area looking to buy or sell, all the information below to get in contact with me. You can email me, call me, book a call, shoot a text. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're gonna talk about the cons. We're not gonna give you pros right now. We're gonna talk about cons, and I'm gonna give you some things to chew on, some things to really think about before you make this move, because these are some things you cannot avoid. So let's jump right into it. The first thing we're gonna talk about is high elevation. We're 5,000 feet above sea level, high elevation. Elevation here is nothing to play with. When you first walking down Denver, come into Denver, get out the airport, you're going to realize, definitely if you are doing physical activities, there's no way around it. I made my way to Colorado for college. I played college ball. And when I tell you that first practice out on that field, I knew exactly where I was at. I knew I wasn't back in California. I was way above sea level. It's a real thing called elevation sickness. There's been times where I was still living in California, came back to visit, went back to California and got sick as a dog because how the elevation is going from low elevation to high elevation. That is something you cannot avoid. If you into activities, outdoor activities, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to. You do get used to it. You do adjust, you're able to function, but trust me, it's gonna take a while. It's nothing you can do really. You can't prepare for it because it's something you can't avoid at all. Something that you're going to experience for sure. The second thing I'm going to talk about, which is extremely a con for me, is the weather. We do not have consistent weather out here in Denver or in Colorado, period. Yes, it's sunny 30 days out the year. I agree with that 100%, but that doesn't mean it's sunny the whole day. It can be snowing, it could be raining, it can be whatever. It can be cold, it could be freezing in the morning. In the afternoon, get a little hot and go back to being cold. So yes, the sun is out, but you're freezing. Yes, it just snowed in the morning. It might melt away, but our weather is not consistent. If you like consistent weather, this is not it. If you like to know, okay, for 2-3 months, I'm gonna be wearing a sweater, or I don't have to wear a sweater, this is not the place. Not too long ago, we hit 60 degrees, which is probably the highest we've seen this winter. Turn around the next day, it dropped below zero. That is like extreme. It literally went from 60 to 6, then dropped below 0 degrees within 24 hours. That is something you can't, man, it's like, that's very extreme. That's something you can't prepare for. And I definitely wasn't prepared. You know, it's frustrating. You walk around enjoying the sun when it's out. The next day you gotta be tucked in the house because it's too much snow. You can't go nowhere. You snowed in, or, you know, don't get me wrong, it don't snow. This is not Buffalo. You're not gonna be snowed in to the point where you can't move, you can't get out. But sometimes it's gonna be so much snow outside that you don't want to move. And it's like we get a couple of those here and there. It's not very consistent. So that's a great thing. But this weather is beyond, you can't prepare for it at all. So it's one of them places, if you like to experience different things, you know, right after each other, then go ahead. But this here, man, it's horrible. It's horrible. You know, I love it here, but woo, the weather it's an extreme con for me. Number 3, let's talk about traffic. So if you ask me, I would say that the drivers here cannot drive. They drive slow. They don't know how to merge. They're scary. They're all the above. So it's a lot of traffic at times where it shouldn't be traffic. It's a lot of traffic, you know, definitely during rush hour. Is people driving slow. Man, the drivers are horrible. Traffic is horrible when it's traffic. And what I hate about it is the fact that when there's traffic, when there shouldn't be traffic. It's one thing to leave at 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. You know, everybody going to work. There's a reason why there's traffic. There's a reason why it's going to take you an extra 30 minutes to get to where you're going. But if I'm leaving at noon and there's traffic, man, why? For what? And it's usually because they're driving slow. You got people driving extremely slow. So I like to call it man-made traffic. Man-made traffic. It's people just driving slow, not, going the speed limit, not utilizing different lanes. I'm from California, and I always let you guys know. So I'm so used to left lane is the speed lane, then you work your way all the way to the right and it gets slower and slower. Out here, it's like everyone want to go the same speed in each lane. So it's no way you can pass up other cars because everybody going slow. They don't know how to drive, don't know how to merge. So I like to call it man-made traffic. Everybody just cruising along and creating traffic and jams. 4, let's talk about cost of living. Cost of living is going up everywhere. I don't care where you at, where you located in the country, cost of living is going up. But cost of living in certain places are higher than others. Denver is definitely one of those places where you see cost of living skyrocket. It was hit hard with inflation, so man, if you come here, expect to pay higher rent, expect to pay $2,000 for a 1-bedroom, expect to pay $3,000 for a 2-bedroom, you easily gonna pay $2,500 for a 2-bedroom, close to 3, depending on what city, what area you decide to reside in or relocate to. It just all depends on what city, what neighborhood, where are you located, what pocket of Denver or Colorado you're located. There are more affordable places. I like to say Aurora is one of the most affordable places in the Denver metro. Things are going up. Cost of living is high. Inflation hit hard in Denver. Number 5, let's talk about public transportation. I don't take public transportation that much or at all out here, but it's not really accessible. Or really, it is, but it's not. You have the light rail that kind of gets you from area to area, but you have the buses as well. But it's I feel like a lot of people don't really use it. It's not like the Bay Area. It's not like one of the major cities or like a New York where the city, the residents rely on public transportation. It's kind of like you gotta have a car. That's the best way to travel. Is vehicle. Owning your own vehicle and traveling on your own is probably the best. Public transportation is not the biggest thing, as you see in other major cities in the country. So if you like to take public transportation, you do have that option, but don't expect it to be, to get to everywhere. You're gonna have to maybe Uber, maybe get a Lyft, whatever. But if you don't own a car, but if it's best to own a car, definitely the way how things are structured or laid out here in this area in Denver, I suggest owning a car, getting a car, and utilizing that instead of public transportation. It's cool to take it here and there and utilize it when you can, but don't rely on it. I wouldn't. And number 6, what we're going to talk about for number 6 is the homelessness. Man, a lot of cities seen an increase in the homelessness after COVID. And Denver, the surrounding cities are definitely an area that was impacted by COVID. You see a lot more tents on the highways or on the side of the highways, off the off ramps. You do have like a little tent life out here, and I think the light rail kind of plays a part because you usually see them close to the light rail. My thought is a lot of them are taking the light rail to get to different areas of Denver or the surrounding cities. So if you get to off ramp, that's most likely where you're gonna see tents and homelessness right before you get on the freeway, as you get off the freeway. So homelessness is definitely here. You definitely see the impact that COVID had. I would say prior to COVID, it wasn't that many homelessness. It wasn't that much homelessness. You seen people out begging for money, looking for change, but you never really seen tents. I was here way prior to COVID, and trust me, it wasn't like this. And as COVID hit and people lost jobs and they didn't have the money to afford rent, like I mentioned before, rent skyrocketed. It's higher. You see people now living on the side of the roads, with their families or significant others. You see them with their pets. It used to be maybe just downtown. Now it's in multiple cities, different cities. I don't care how much money the city bring in, whatever. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And so it's crazy to see how COVID was very impactful on people's lives. And the last subject we're gonna talk about, the last con, is the lack of beaches. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's no surprise. You guys not coming here for beaches. You go to California, you go on the coast somewhere. But some people do love the beaches, but instead of beaches, you will get mountain ranges, you will get mountain views, you get amazing views. But if you're looking to dive in some water and sit on a sandy beach, this ain't the place. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't even expect to get that here. So there's some people that's a must-have, and you're not getting that here in this state or in this city. So if a beach is on your list, cross it off if you're trying to come here. But you're not far from the Californias and the coast, whatever. So if you need to go and it's not that big of a deal, you rather travel, but you rather see mountain ranges and get a great view, hey, then this might be the place. But if you looking to surf and you can snowboard, but you ain't doing too many beach activities. We do a lot of outdoor activities out here, but anything with a beach, we're not gonna be able to get that done out here. But there you guys have it. I gave you guys a few cons about Denver and the state of Colorado and the surrounding cities. If you guys have any questions about relocating to this area, do not hesitate to reach out to me via text, email, call, or you can book a call. All the information is in the description. Once again, my name is Lorraine King. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, enjoy your day.